So we'll keep it the same. So we got the top left. So if you don't mind, we'll kick this off with you. Your question.
Okay. Do you know what your favorite thing to do parkour on is? Like, do you like parkour courses or just randomly doing it?
So I like doing it in both areas, inside and outside, because they both have they have different aspects. Like in outside, you can get already set courses that probably aren't going to move. And inside, you can usually move around differently than you can outside.
How would you describe your style of music?
So I would describe it as medium hip hop, usually, because it's not like chill lo-fi, but it's not, what's it called? It's not like too heavy either.
How would you describe the music you listen to, and how does it compare to the music you make?
So the main music I listen to is trap. So yeah, but just Google trap music genre. Because I just like that because I guess just because it's kind of like hip hop, but not at the same time.
When do you usually listen to music?
So most of the time I listen to music in the car or like the news or the podcast or stuff. But I listen to it when I'm working on like projects for school and stuff. And also just when I'm chilling in my room.
And then I want to ask you the software that you use to make your music. Okay, right.
So I know some people use FL Studio 20 to make music, and GarageBand. But I like Soundtrap.com, I think, because if I'm not good at, like if you're just starting and you're not good at making original beats, they have loops as well. So you can use pre-created music for your beats. And unlike GarageBand, you can put them in order and you don't have to manually play them. So.
Inspirations, is there a particular artist that you like, whether a producer or a rapper or performer? Is there someone or some people that you look to for any kind of inspiration? None at all? So where do you get your inspiration to create music from, or like your curiosity for making music? Like, do you know where that comes from? Is it like somebody in your family made music? You saw something on TV one day? What made you get into beat making?
So I started on Soundtrap in, I think it was 6th grade, when we had to make music for a project at school. And we used Soundtrap to make the music. And that's when a lot of the people in my grade and in my class started to get into the music creation. And so I figured I'll try it, and yeah.
Do you name any of your songs? Can you tell us either your favorite, the favorite piece that you've made, or what's your song naming process? Like what inspired you to name something?
So when I first started out, I used to make music based on, I made the title based on the loops I put in the music. So when I started out, I used loops, and so I used loops to select the naming process. So I would pick the best sounding loop name and make that the title of my song. But now sometimes I base it off of stuff I use, like if I use hi-hats, I might relate with something like that.
Now, as you know, 2020, the world is very weird right now. COVID, this, that, and the other. What's going through your head as a 12-year-old, middle of a pandemic, school is going from, in person to what we see now? Like, what's going through your head? Like, what, if you even know, if you even stop to think about it, like, how has 2020 made you feel up to this point?
So 2020's been interesting because I haven't done the same thing. I haven't made beats for the entire quarantine and stuff like that. I started out playing roller hockey and then I transitioned to, like making beats, music, sports, biking, dog walks, and yeah. And I got into music in the summertime. So that's when I started to really create hardcore, and yeah.
What's been your experience, if you could tell us, what's been your experience like with God Academy?
So yeah, I'm feeling good because I can incorporate what I want to do with what I have to learn, and so yeah, I could do a project about music that relates to like a book we're reading, like a book report.
If you could you leave our audience with a little bit of advice, right? It could be specific to, music and creation, or it could just be general advice.
So advice, don't jump off that 2-story building.
Easy enough. Can you elaborate a little bit? What do you mean by that?
It's literal. Don't jump off that 2-story building.